I think Texas could obviously use a break from the rain. It seems like we've had rain chances nearly every day.
Yeah.
The pattern's been very unsettled, but it looks like we could be getting out of that finally. But one thing that also means is we're going to be heating up, and that brings its own problems. We actually did make it to 96 degrees today. The normal is 95, so that's not too far above normal. The record being 107 degrees. We were nowhere near that, but I'm sure it won't take long to get there. Satellite and radar showing that we have had a few rain and storms across North Texas, but as we get closer to sunset, of course, those usually go away, and I'm expecting that to do the same thing this evening. We do have a couple of showers in between South Lake and Arlington. Those likely won't last long. I don't see any lightning with that, but we also have some stronger storms near Bonham. Those are continuing to move off to the east pretty slowly at about 15 to 20 miles an hour. Heavy rainfall and quite a bit of lightning with that, but nothing severe. We also have a few storms down to our south and east, just south of Corsicana. Corsicana, you might get a stray shower there, but some storms lifting north and east of Mejia, also not severe. In the meantime, this is our Weatherford camera, and we do have a lot of sunshine here, but it's warm. We're in the low 90s there. 94 right now in Dallas, 93 in Decatur, at 93 in Greenville, 95 in Corsicana. But after factoring in that humidity, it feels like 103 degrees right now in Mineral Wells, 102 in Waxahachie, and 102 right now in Sherman. So Timecast showing that the storms that we have right now, which are very isolated, those will go away this evening. Overnight tonight, it's looking pretty quiet. I think we're going to see partly cloudy skies, but by tomorrow morning, some of the latest data is still showing some more isolated showers and storms popping up. And then as we go throughout the afternoon, there could be a couple of more of those showing up. This is 2 o'clock, and it does bring in one isolated storm across the Metroplex, but that coverage starts to increase a little bit a couple of hours after that. This is going to be 7 o'clock, and you can tell that coverage of storms is going to be very low. So a lot of us won't see the rain. A lot of us will stay dry and hot. So for tonight, we're going to be staying warm and muggy. Temperatures drop down into the low to mid 70s, dropping down to about 73 tomorrow morning in Fort Worth, 76 in Denton, 73 in Canton, and 73 tomorrow morning in Corsicana. Tomorrow afternoon, I expect temperatures to be maybe a couple of degrees below normal, especially if we can actually get that isolated shower here. So for now, we're going with 93 in Dallas, 95 though in Denton, 93 in McKinney, and 92 tomorrow afternoon in Fort Worth. Rain coverage over the next several days, it's going to stay low. Tomorrow, only 20% coverage. In fact, on Thursday and Friday, we don't have any rain chances. And if you have any outdoor plans this weekend, I certainly want to cancel those. Looking at a 10% coverage right now, there is looking like there will be at least some rain and storms around, but most of us will end up staying dry. It just looks hot and humid for the most part. So for tonight, partly cloudy. We're dropping down to about 74 degrees. It's going to be a light wind, so pretty stuffy. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy. Isolated showers and thunderstorms will be a possibility, but we're only looking at a 20% coverage of rain. So again, a lot of us will stay dry, but it's also going to be at 93 degrees with heat indices likely making it into the upper 90s. On Thursday, we've got a little bit more wind, so maybe a little relief, but temperatures still make it into the mid 90s. We stay in the mid 90s Friday, Saturday and Sunday also staying in the mid 90s. This time we're adding that 10% chance of rain and storms. The second half of that 14-day, it's still looking very hot. Temperatures climb into the mid and upper 90s. We hardly see any rain chances that week. Jason, back to you.